Okay, I've got special guest co-commentator with me today. I'm going to double job and try and keep the scoreboard ticking over, which is going to be really difficult because I'll forget everything anyway. So, just don't tell work I'm here, and we're good. But anyway, so we're back on the court 2 here. We've got this is going to be an exciting match. I've got Abe Montillo from Tucson, Arizona.
Yep.
Abe, you were on court yesterday. You played Caelan Daly. How did you find your match? How did you find the courts, playing with a new ball at the World Championships again? I know you were here in 2012. How's it all been for you?
Okay, guys.
So far, so good. I mean, it's good to be back after 12 years. We're all aware that we're
men's open
singles. Different courts versus the States.
We have
Ivan
Burgos
from
the USA.
The courts have good bounce.
Playing Diarmuid, Mullkerrins and Mike Cullen.
Is obviously the ball.
Yeah.
Ivan won the toss, so he serves first.
And we all have to adjust.
0-0.
To who makes the quickest
Play
adjustments,
ball.
and that's what's going to be the Americans to success. Whoever adjusts the quickest. That's what I feel.
Yeah, it's the ball is again. It's been a big talking point, but I suppose it's one thing. It's one of those things that Irish players have had to contend with going over playing with a different ball, and
1-0.
at the end of the day, whoever's in the court is going to have to deal with that. It's a quick point by Ivan.
Sure. Yep.
I have to not forget the scoreboard.
It was a second point for Ivan. Starting off well at 2-0.
2-7-0.
Yeah, so
1 second.
Ivan Burgos seems to be in red hot form here.
2-7-0.
And in his last event, ran Killian Carroll very close. Should have won that match probably.
Yeah.
Were you there?
I was not there, but I saw scores. I saw some replays. 2 match points against one of the greatest players in our history.
3-7-0.
No small feat, but this young kid Ivan, he's coming up. He's playing strong ball. He's had a lot of success the last year or so.
Short.
More of the same. I mean,
second serve.
He'll have to adjust to the ball, but he's quick. So that's something. No matter what ball you play with, he's one of the fastest players on tour.
He is really fast, and he's aggressive. He likes to get around the court. Now, he's started like a train here against Diarmuid. Diarmuid
4-7-0.
Diarmuid only a couple of months ago got to the All-Ireland Senior 60x30 finals. I think he's been on the race for age in America, based out in Texas at the moment. And
side away.
Him going out and playing
0-7-4
basis really has propelled his game. He's almost hardened into these day-by-day competitions, so that we don't really do as much of here in Ireland. We have the Irish Nationals. We've got a couple of pro stop style events like the Southern Classic, the Mick Kerr Championship.
Floor okay?
Most of our championships are one game a week, one big event. You know, it's kind of
4-7-0
around maybe the other GA sports where they have a football match or a hurling match, and a handball match is treated like that as a one-off event. It could be, you could put all into it.
Short ball.
1 week type.
Second serve.
Type of tournament. Something very different that maybe the size of the States wouldn't allow.
Yeah, extremely different. I mean, in a pro stop right now, currently over a course of a 2-day period, Friday, Saturday, you can play up to 7 matches back in the States.
5-7-0.
A lot different versus, like as you're stating, once a week. I mean, to me, that could be a positive, depending on how you look at it. For you guys are preparing hard for that one match, so a lot of pressure to compete. You know, you got one game only, and that's it. Versus in the States, you have multiple games.
6-7-0.
You just have to adjust. As always, you adjust to what you're in there for. But I do love the fact that once a week, you put it all into it. It's phenomenal. It's great.
It kind of builds the tension as well.
Yeah, it does. So builds a story, builds some commotion,
timeout,
little climax.
The PR to
on
it
the return, it'll be 7-0. First time out to Diarmuid Mullkerrins.
7-0, and the scoreboard counter is a little bit behind there because he was talking to you. That's all my fault. So hopefully,
they can't blame me. I can't control the score.
Hopefully, I don't get sacked, or maybe I do want to get sacked from that job.
Get replaced. I'll stay here. You get replaced.
But got to say, Ivan Burgos has absolutely stormed out to a lead here. Diarmuid probably has to find a way of kind of just slowing him up a bit. Maybe do what Jerkun did in the last game and just trying to float the ball around, trying to give him no kill opportunities.
Yeah, keep him in the back court. So because Ivan, he's going to want to stay in the front court. That's his game.
Yeah.
As you've seen, he's very aggressive. One of the things that makes him special versus other players is the fact that he can get a running start on the ball and still take a very hard sidearm swing.
Yes.
While a lot of other players are in there and they just want to stick a hand in there to get it back.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that makes him unique. Is he gets a lot of torque on the ball as he's running full speed. Very tough to do. We've seen a couple examples of that early on in the 7-0 lead.
Short ball.
Like you were talking to me just
Second
before
serve.
we went on air that about the handball scene in Tucson. It's always had a big handball scene. Always had great champions. I think of Luis Moreno, obviously played out of Tucson. One of the
8,
greatest
7-0.
we've ever seen on the court. Sean Lenning lived in Tucson.
He comes off and on. He spends about 2 to 3 months a year in Tucson. The other months he spends in Seattle, Washington. Right now we also have Dave Fink that's currently in Tucson, Arizona. Along with, I'll just list a couple out for you. Sam Messer, Max Langmack, myself, Ivan Burgos, Shorty Ruiz. And then we got a couple of phenomenal women's players as well with Ashley Ruiz and Michaela Esser. So we're very fortunate to have a very strong community of handballers in Tucson.
That's really good from Ivan Burgos there. But that's amazing. That's obviously brought on the likes of Ivan Burgos.
9-7-0.
Into his pro career in America much quicker.
There's a lot of different styles, so he's had an opportunity to play all the styles, which has in turn refined his game to where it is right now. And he's putting on a great serving display.
10-7-0.
He's turning up the heat here big time.
Short ball.
Yeah, Jim is
Second
struggling
serve.
with this serve at the moment and hasn't really settled in the match. I said this is a little bit of a surprise. I was expecting Jim to be able to go thing, but again, Ivan on the pro tour in Portland. That's a big mistake from Jim.
He's a little frustrated right now.
Yeah.
On the return, it'll be 11-7-0. Second timeout.
To get back into it, you need to engage in rallies and kind of prolong some of these quick rallies that Ivan's ending.
11. Christy. 11, is it?
11, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Whoever is doing the scoreboard, you got to fire him.
They're working on it. They're putting on applications right now as we speak.
Yeah, I hope so. And the show court at the moment, we have Luis Cordova and Ty Carroll. Ty Carroll winning 5-2 at the moment, the first game. Ty with a big win against Owen McGinty yesterday. Really looked good. Hit some absolutely brilliant kill shots from the shoulder. So Ty, obviously the older brother of the current US national champion, Killian Carroll, which is great.
Yeah, strong player.
It's in good matches. So obviously the seeds are holding true
Okay,
so far. I know obviously Paul Brady coming through his match, Martin Mullkerrins winning his match early.
11-7-0.
Ivan Burgos absolutely cruising here at the moment. 11-0.
Short ball.
I like
Second serve.
as you said, his style kind of suits this type. His style is really suiting this type of ball because he's so fast.
Correct.
He just throws his whole body into the ball, whereas maybe it took a while for Daniel Cordova to get into a bit of rhythm. He kind of got dragged into a battle with Jeremy early on in the match.
Short ball.
You were in Toledo a couple
Second
of weeks
serve.
ago. I saw you won the over
35s.
35s.
In America, we split our age brackets at 35.
Side away.
We have one of those too as well. Don't worry, I'll win one of those next year.
There you go.
0-7-12.
That's my age group as well.
No, over September, end of August, early September is when the USHA does their 3-1 national tournament.
Labor Day.
Over Labor Day weekend, correct? And I had a couple good matches in the open singles, and then what a phenomenal rally
What
here.
a big rally.
He's on the ground and up quickly.
Jim.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Rio later. This is a phenomenal rally right here. That was the best rally of the match so far, with Diarmuid winning.
Mark, 1 serving 12.
He's on the board at 112. Now, we haven't seen too much of Diarmuid serving, but I know back home when I've seen him play in the States, he's got a really good straight serve down the right.
12 serving
really
1.
Well. Something he hasn't really had an opportunity to do yet.
Yeah.
Short. Second serve.
Yeah, he's a talented athlete, and he just hasn't been given
Short.
a chance to show anything so far.
Correct, yeah. Ivan's
You
just
know,
been completely
side away.
dominant. This pace is slowing for him. You see he just double faulted here.
Yeah,
he hasn't hit those ace serves.
One
that he
serving
did early
12.
in the first few points.
Like that again, they're little, I suppose, almost a naivety about that second serve. They could have just played into play, kept himself in control of the match. He was a 12-1 lead. He didn't have to give Diarmuid any easy opportunities.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the style differences from being in the States versus here, is with how lively the ball is in the States. Going for a second serve, whether it's a lobber or anything of that nature, it's going to come off the back wall, which equals setup. So a lot of the pro players currently just go for it. They go for the ace, give them the best opportunity to win.
Yeah, that's a good shot for
Mark.
Diarmuid,
Nice
though.
little paddle kill.
2 serving 12.
Yeah, Diarmuid looking to a little cellular. Still a long way to go in this first.
Long way to go, but if you're a Mullkerrins fan, you're hoping for a slight shift in momentum. It might not equal a win, but you know, anything that you could take to game
that's
2.
a great shot.
Nice
Well,
pickup.
well picked out.
Another intense rally here.
That's a
Finished
good
by
finish.
Ivan. Great left-hand shot.
Ivan earned that
Side
point
away.
in
This
his
is a
dugout.
tough shot right here.
Yeah.
12 serving 2.
Especially after digging 2 out of the back corner,
Yeah.
to go in and finish off as clinically as that. Ivan really putting on a show so far.
Yeah, he's feeling the left hand now.
Mark,
One of the better off hands on
13
tour.
serving 2.
Hard to tell that he's a right-handed player when he swings that way.
Yeah, he's great technique off his left hand defending. He seemed just as clinical off his left hand as his right. Big hop to the right on that serve. And then Diarmuid.
Jams him up a little bit, goes down the left.
Oh, it's a great finish.
Yeah,
Diarmuid just leaving too much inside for him.
Mark,
And Ivan Burgos is going to serve for the first game here.
14
It's going to
possible
be 14
game ball
serving
serving
2.
2.
here's an opportunity. A little bit of
That's
miss.
the first game.
First game to Ivan.
That's the first game. We're going to take
2 minutes,
2 minutes
guys.
here, and we'll be back with the second game between Ivan Burgos and Diarmuid Mullkerrins. Okay, all right. I'm here with Leo Canales. Leo, welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
Obviously, you've been on the race for 8 the last couple of seasons. You've been doing really well over there. How does it feel to be in the National Handball Centre?
Amazing. This facility is very impressive. I had seen it on video, but nothing like seeing it in real life. It's very impressive.
You were in Portland a couple of weeks ago.
Correct.
Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to. You lost to Mark Doyle.
Yeah.
I remember. So obviously you've got a lot of experience playing Irish players before. And how does it feel to be competing? You know.
I really like a 60-30.
Yeah. The ball's very good.
Yeah.
So they're very fast. Really. Yeah.
He would immediately be a top player.
Yeah. Well.
0-0.
Okay,
Play
we are
ball.
back for game 2 of this round of 32 men's open singles. We're at Jeremy Mullkerrins serve
Short ball.
at 0-7-0.
Second serve. Down.
Just barely missed that.
Ivan
Mark.
just skips it in, giving Jeremy the opportunity
One
to
serving
get
0.
one off. Jeremy trying to find a little bit of form in this game.
Short.
Settle into the match maybe a little bit.
Second
Instead,
serve.
Ivan just burst out. He had such a big lead. He's almost.
Almost played perfect handball in that first
Yeah,
game.
he really did. Fairness.
Don't know what many other players could have done to stop him.
He is absolutely rapid, isn't he?
Yes. A speeding bullet.
Like, I have to ask you, while it's early on in the game, your memories of 2012 World Championships. That was the last
Side
time
away.
you were here,
That
wasn't
was the one and only time I was here in 2012.
it? Yeah.
It is still the
0
best.
serving one.
The championship game between Paul Brady and Luis Moreno is still the best
Outrageous.
single game. That game 1. It will probably be the best game I've seen in my life.
It was the atmosphere, everything came together for that match.
Yes, and that's what did it for me. It was, you just said it, the atmosphere. As Paul starts to climb back one by one, the crowd gets into it, and then at 19, just the immediate chills as he tries to
And
score.
Luis was playing unbelievable handball up to that.
He was.
He just,
Mark.
it's like the pressure
Together at
kind
one.
of point by point, and knowing that was Paul that was coming, and the crowd.
Yeah.
It was, that first game was 100% one way, so it was a good shot.
A little bit of fortunate.
Little bit of
spin
luck.
here,
Side away.
Yeah.
It was going to clip a side one and never did.
Yeah, you can't,
Together at one.
it's nice when they happen to you.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking when it doesn't, but that's a good shot from Jeremy. Gets the pass. Peter Function won the first game 15-10 against Eric Torres. And that's better from Jeremy Mullkerrins. He needs more of that.
Mark. 2 serving 1.
Luis scored over his 13-11 up on Ty Carroll. So Jeremy with the serve.
There was a nice fist return by Ivan on that left-handed serve.
It's better stuff from Jeremy. Jeremy goes to drive it.
Yeah, surprised he didn't keep engaging a ceiling. This will be tough.
That provides an opportunity. It's a good shot. Yeah, like Ivan
Mark.
leaving something for the back wall that he probably didn't need to. He probably could have stepped back
What's wrong,
into
Ivan?
that right
Time out.
overhand
Floor.
shot
Correct.
instead of
Floor,
leaving it
white
to
balls.
dive again, which might have been more natural on a faster ball.
Correct, yeah, and that's one of the examples that we talked about earlier is these ceiling shots that come off the back wall. A lot of times they dive down much lower than you expect.
Yeah.
So as someone that's used to a ball jumping off 6 feet higher,
Yes.
you have to make that quick adjustment. And as you said, you're better off just going back, put your hand on the back wall, and attack it.
Just
before
float it
Right.
up there, or hit it hard. Either way, but what he did there, he let that off to the back wall. It just tried to get a full swing. In fairness, but it just produced a big setup
Jared.
for Jeremy.
Jared.
It looks like
Jared.
players looking for it.
Just check his shirt and that is soaked. Yeah. Okay, just give him a shirt
the guy
change
is
there.
asking for a shirt
Keep
change
floor
by the
right.
referee, and one of the fans verified that he is indeed soaked.
He is soaking.
He's a sweater. So when he says that he's got a sweaty shirt, I tend to believe him.
No one arguing that.
Uh,
Christy, what's the score?
2-1 to Diarmuid.
So Diarmuid's equaled his points from game 1 at 2-1.
So right, yeah, it didn't take him long.
No.
And in fairness, I know. I think you got to hand it to Ivan. He just didn't give Jeremy room to breathe in that first 10 points. Just blasted away. Now we're at a pace of the game that actually suits Jeremy a little bit better. Things have slowed up a bit. Almost impossible to keep on going
Correct.
at the pace that Ivan was going
Yeah,
at.
the big thing is Ivan took game 1, so
Yeah.
he's got that cushion now for this game too is if he's got the energy, sustain it, keep on pushing. But as you said, now Diarmuid's looks like he's finding his way into the game.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see probably closer rallies, more extended rallies, better for the fans, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Next up on this court, we're going to have Ray Ure and Kevin Diggins. That's the 1:30 match.
That'll be a phenomenal game as well.
Absolutely.
Ray's one of these young
Gotta go, guys.
Americans that's coming up. Must watch. Same as Ivan. These two are the ones that are
Ray.
bring the sport up.
I'm very impressed with Ray's performance in Portland a couple of weeks ago. He looks like a real from chatting to him yesterday. Just seems a really level-headed guy. Looks like he really wants to progress as well. Look, you've seen this as an opportunity to make a bit of a statement. So he's got a tough match though. Kevin Diggins is no slouch, a top player in Ireland. One of the best up-and-coming players, a left-handed player as well. Very athletic.
Yeah, I think we're going to see great matches from here on out. We're in the round of 32, but the bracket is so stacked that you won't find a single match that's a blowout.
Exactly.
On paper. They're
Serving
all
one.
matches.
Yeah.
Play ball.
This draw is stacked, full of talent.
That's three. Sorry, yeah. Three serving one.
Three serving
action
one.
on the scoreboard. We're at 3-1 Diarmuid.
So
Ivan with those quick reflexes.
I wonder if I get
In a
it's
right
a good
corner
shot
kill.
by Ivan.
A little bit of a shoulder
Side
chest
away.
high kill shot here.
That's a good finish.
One serving three.
If anything, he took a little bit off that. He didn't get a full swing on it. Just kind of threw his hand at it. So Diarmuid pushes it up to the ceiling.
Here's that ceiling exchange. And Ivan wins it. He has actually had a beautiful ceiling
Mark.
right in the deep left corner.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Two serving three.
See Ray Ure
There's Ray
floating
getting
into
in the
the
way.
arena. He's dead right. And
Foot vault.
First foot fault.
Second serve.
so that did look like he stepped over the front line.
Yeah, you went over the front line.
Yeah, Ivan just double checking.
Second serve.
He's dead right. You gotta know. But no big arguments there.
Left leaves it a little shallow.
That's a good shot.
Diarmuid doesn't do too much, but
Diarmuid with the
Mark.
whole court to aim at.
yeah, it'll be
Together
a little
three.
Dumps it
Ivan.
into the ground.
Just be careful coming down that side wall close to his left hand, okay? When you're running down that space, just be a little aware for room with his left hand, okay? Just be wary of it.
Sorry.
Together at three.
Referee Christy
This
McGrath.
might be the referee I needed yesterday.
Yeah. Christy McGrath taking control of things, just making sure that no one's
Short.
getting. Don't want anyone making
Second
a
serve.
contact that's unnecessary. You don't know what. The smallest contact can be the ones that's most effective in the game
Correct.
sometimes.
Oh,
So
it's phenomenal.
Mark.
unbelievable Zed. So
Four serving
that
three.
D-toss is lethal. Just died in the corner.
That's how you coach him.
Yeah. You taking
Short.
the credit for that, are you?
No, absolutely not. But if I could coach,
Second
that's how I
serve.
coach.
That's the way to
serve.
coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you want the serve to look like.
You do a lot of coaching in Arizona?
I do. I've been coaching for
Mark.
16 years now.
Yes.
I started at
Five
20, 36
serving
years
three.
old now, so 16 years of coaching.
Excellent.
It's been a good ride.
Yeah.
A lot of handball players have come through the program.
Guy,
We used to.
do you have a few national champions in the mix?
I have a good few national champions. I got one young man that's starting his little pro career. He got his first Aiden Brule, got his first ranking in Portland.
Excellent.
Won 17th place there.
Now,
Very good.
Young 18-year-old kid.
Mark.
He's the one to watch
Brilliant.
in the next coming years.
six serving
Let's
three.
see.
Shout out to Aiden Belay. It's going to be. It's great to see young players coming out of the woodwork, upsetting things.
Yeah, especially in a sport that's many will say it's a dying sport, and for me, I say, well, it's an opportunity to grow it. So you got to start somewhere.
This is a big rally here.
Well.
These tomahawk
Ivan snatches at it.
fists just really missed.
Both players just trying to stay in the rally. Ivan being very
Three serving
aggressive with
six.
that overhand tomahawk.
Yeah, it looks like Ivan finally took a lead at 3-6. 3 to 6. Leave the serve up.
Side away.
Feels like big difference has been so far the serving. Ivan's been able to get those easy points.
Yeah.
6 serving 3.
And Diarmuid's is having to work a little harder for his points.
Got to sack this scoreboard operation.
Short.
I think so. He's glad.
Second serve.
Nice drive down the left by Diarmuid.
Oh, and that's a replay.
I think it was going to hit the wall, so we'll play it over again, guys.
Christie taking his time to think it out.
6 serving 3.
Just the right call.
Yeah,
It would have been a
think so.
setup
I
for
think so,
Diarmuid,
yeah.
but it's just how the ball rolls sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, play over.
Diarmuid still not settled into this. He's
6
not
serving 3.
hitting the ball clean, but Ivan's not letting him. He's just kind of.
He's forcing the action with the speed and tenacity, really.
Diarmuid.
Oh,
I think save
Mark.
that shot there. Diarmuid kind of half
7
committed to
serving
that
3.
kill, but beast it out 2-0 pass. Just kind of push him out into this back corner and see what he can do from there. Maybe it's obviously Mullkerrins. He's one of the top senior players now from the west of Ireland. You want to see him do. I personally would like to see him run deep.
3 serving
really
7.
Test himself with this, but he has to make a change.
Yeah.
Can't leave Ivan around the lines.
that's correct. I mean, any player that you leave in the front court, you're asking for trouble. You got to push him back
Short.
behind the restricted line.
Second serve.
I mean, get their backs against the back wall, really.
Yeah.
Test them, see if they've adjusted to these back walls that are a little bit more dead than we're used to, accustomed to.
Ty Carroll is currently 4-1 up against Luis Cordova in
4
the
serving
show
7.
court, even though he lost the first game. I think it was 15-11 or 15-12. So that's a tight one going on in there.
Diarmuid in control of this rally here.
Can he finish it off though? Oh, he's really not.
Very unfortunate miss. Uncharacteristic.
Side
really.
away.
It's not. That's not Diarmuid at all. Again, just
7 serving
One of the
4.
steadiest young kids I've seen.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just not reflecting right now.
But again, that's down to the pressure Ivan's putting on him.
Yeah, now he's making him think twice
Mark.
about his shots. And as a player, you don't want to
8
think about your
serving
shots. You just
4.
wanna see the ball, hit the ball. Good strokes.
That's a great shot. That's what German needs to get him back steady into this game. Like he
Side
needs
away.
a couple of big kills, try and push on.
4
from
serving
from
8.
here. So we're at 4 serving 8.
Short.
Short ball.
Still hasn't found
Second
a
serve.
consistent first serve.
No, like, he hasn't put a serving that's put Ivan under any pressure really. So,
Yeah, even this second serve, back ball.
Side away.
Door.
yeah,
8 serving 4.
Ivan Burgos back into serve as he cracks that out. That's
Very
a good
nice
serve.
tough shot.
Timeout for Diarmuid. On the return is 9 serving 4.
German takes the time out. So 9-4 down after a heavy first game loss. Ivan Burgos cruising through this game. Gotta say he's looked very heavy favourite unless German can make a significant change to his match.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose this match.
He needs a serve. If you're not serving in these easy points, it's hard to win these high intense matches. As I stated, Ivan's serving well, and he's punishing anything that's left on the front court. Just punishing these shots, re-kills.
Yeah, like that's the biggest thing. His intensity and his aggression is leading to some mistakes, leading to some errors in judgment, and then unless like maybe a couple of kills or something to change up. Diarmuid, there's so much more in Diarmuid.
Okay.
I know this isn't the performance that he wanted, but at the moment he has to just clear his mind and get stuck into this and make it a battle.
Yeah.
If Ivan's going to win this game, he wants to make it hard for him now.
And if you're in Ivan's camp, you want to just
9 serving
Keep
4.
pushing, just keep pushing. Yeah, you got 6 points to go. Just get them in a row if you can.
That's a good serve. Ivan back to the opportunity. Diarmuid driving him back out into the backcourt. So be dropping into Diarmuid's wheelhouse. He's left upside. Diarmuid starts. You can see he's trying to bounce on
Side
his feet
away.
a little bit, try and get a little bit of movement, so he's not getting trapped.
4 serving 9.
We're at 4 serving 9 now.
Looks like he's going to a Z serve here. Yeah.
Goes around the corner though. This is an opportunity. Diarmuid just doesn't.
Just wasn't where he
Side
expected
away.
it to be. Ball had a little pace on it.
Yeah.
Took it a
9
little
serving
further on the
4.
sidewall.
Yeah, if anything, he just didn't get the feet going on that particular one, but now goes to the ceiling.
That's a little shallow.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Ivan Burgos.
About 38
Mark.
feet here. Phenomenal strike.
10 serving 4.
So we're at 10 serving 4. Ivan Burgos looking. This is looking a little bit ominous
Short.
at the moment for Diarmuid.
Second
Diarmuid has
serve.
to do something very different at this stage if he's going to.
Here's one of those Z
it's a
serves that we
great
saw
serve.
earlier. 2 for 2
Great
on these
serve.
Z serves.
That's brilliant serve.
Mark.
Right, again from the middle, so if it does catch
11
that back
serving
corner,
4.
it's gonna die.
Foot
Aim.
fault.
No, referee.
Half a foot, Ivan. Second serve.
Christy McGrath calling the foot fault again. Starting finish between the lines. That's
Down.
it. That's it.
Little
Side
over
away.
aggressive, but when you're up by
Yeah.
a handful of points,
4 serving
you
11.
can't afford if you're
Yeah.
serving too.
You can avoid, like he could have put that around, trying to reset and try and get a better opportunity for that shot. But
But when you have a lead like this and you're feeling good about it,
Side
That's
away.
very
you
poor
can't.
from
You
Diarmuid, though.
can't. Yeah, extremely.
like you know,
11 serving 4.
Diarmuid has to. Diarmuid's almost beating himself up for some of these shots, but he has to let them go now.
If you're Diarmuid, you got to start with just one. Just start with one nice
Ivan
crispy
jammed
shot.
himself into the wall.
He did.
So-
It looked a little bit sore
Call it the
now.
mystery ball.
Side
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Ivan,
Yeah.
Ivan's very, very.
You okay, Ivan?
You got like
Ivan?
even like in that wall, just this intensity brings him in. He actually clashes
just
with the
the
wall
floor
in his
there,
swing.
guys.
You know, so want to watch himself.
Yeah, yeah. Protect
You
the
wouldn't
money
wanna see-
makers.
yeah, big time, man.
Protect those. But he's in the moment. He's intense, and
Yeah.
he wants his game. So
He wants to. I swear, I like his style of play because he wants to get in there. If he's gonna win, he's gonna win quick.
yep.
Get out of there.
In and
Go
out.
and chill out.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll. At the moment now, Jim McCurran's trying to find a little bit of form going. Can he?
Okay, guys.
Looking for a way to upset Ivan Burgos, but Ivan Burgos stormed to a
4
15-2 point.
serving 11.
15-2 game 1. Jim with 11-4 down the second. That's a good
Nice.
serve.
Nice serve by Diarmuid.
Mark.
You notice there, it seems like he
5
scooted over
serving
from
11.
center court to a little bit right of center.
Okay, zip one down to the left. That's two good serves. Ivan not
Mark.
really reading the break. He probably has to go in there with
6
his left hand.
serving 11.
It's 2 in a row now. Now, if I was Jim, you'd almost want to straighten one up this time. He does. That's a good serve as well.
And I had
Good
to
power.
briefly disagree with you on that one.
Yeah.
If I were Diarmuid,
Seven,
I would hit that
serving
serve until
11.
he shows me he can return it.
Yes.
There's no point in changing it until he shows he can, because he's floored 2 balls and
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
close. 3 now.
Oh, that's
Short.
Yeah,
Second
he's thinking
serve.
along the lines of you, where you might want to straighten
Yeah.
one out, but
One-
I would go straight to where my opponent just missed 3 in a row until you show me they can return it.
yeah. What I meant by straightening one out was actually called one that's
The reverse.
Side
straight,
away.
The reverse
straight down the
spin.
left. Yeah, so it actually makes him go. Oh,
Got it.
which way is
11
this gonna
serving
go now?
7.
Try and get over the ball and just kind of stop
And that
it
would be
going
a
that
good
back
change
way.
of
Yeah,
pace,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So
Same position, the court,
same
just
position,
a different spin.
Exactly. Yeah. So if it was that easy.
It is that easy. When
For
you're-
you, maybe.
When
For
we're,
you,
we're
maybe.
over here talking about
When we're
it, Chris,
playing
it's
well,
easy.
when we're playing well, when we're playing like Ivan, it's easy.
Very easy.
Mark.
There's one of those running sidearm shots.
Yeah.
12, serving 7.
12-7.
Short.
Ivan losing a little bit of pace on that first
Second
serve.
serve.
See if
Yeah.
he goes to that Zisser that earned him two points.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the same thing as what Ivan missed on those things. He left it onto the back wall for those 2 easy points that Diarmuid.
Timeout.
That's a bad hand there from
That's a
Diarmuid.
mark.
But like when
On the
those
return,
dead
it'll be
toss,
13,
you
serving
almost have to
7.
catch them and try and wrap them around. Whereas Diarmuid just left them onto the back wall. They don't.
Correct. Yeah. And that's part of being maybe passive, maybe not expecting the serve, anticipation. You have to
Exactly.
anticipate what he's going to do.
But also maybe knowing the ball, knowing these type of courts,
Mm-hmm.
that if you leave it into that back corner, it's going to die. If you step in, you're not going to have that issue.
Correct.
So again, both players having the same thing, probably playing with a very fast ball in America. Now they're just a change of pace. They're actually picking up some easier points
Yeah.
than they usually would.
Mm-hmm.
But Ivan, you gotta say, he's been massively impressive so far
Yes, he
in this
has.
game.
I believe he's at 13 now, so 2 points to go to earn this match and move on to the round of 16.
Yeah, one thing I'm
Okay, guys.
sure though, Diarmuid will not give up.
And that's something that's very admirable about your countrymen. Lots of heart, lots of tenacity.
yeah,
Definitely make you earn it.
well,
13, serving 7.
Diarmuid will try and keep on pushing to the end.
Short.
That's a short ball.
Second serve.
Looks like he's going down the left again. He's not.
Short.
Oh, second time he's hit too
Two
short.
fouls,
Again,
side over.
I don't blame him for going for it, but so
7,
Diarmuid's
serving
going back.
13.
Yeah.
Like looks like he's setting up to shoot one down the left again.
Yeah. We're
Mark.
at 8-13 it seems like.
8, serving 13.
I'm going to
8-13,
get
five
sacked
points.
as the scoreboard operator here because
We'll have to hire someone from the crowd.
yeah,
Mark. 9, serving 13.
And just as you said, Diarmuid's not going to go down quietly. He's putting up a fight. 4-point game, so he's
yeah.
still right in there.
Suddenly being at 9, this game. Oh, that's a good serve. Well dug out by Ivan. Oh, it's a
There's a
big
back
setup
one.
for. That's a
Nice
good pick.
pickup. Oh, and
big
flat
put away.
mouse. Unfazed by the retrieval.
Unbelievable.
A lot of players would maybe rush this shot, not Ivan.
Yeah,
Fire away.
like, when that ball off the back wall, he still went for it, and he knew that Diarmuid maybe he could have changed it up and shot. it down the
13,
left.
serving 9.
It didn't matter because it just trickled into the front wall, and Ivan murders it.
Yeah.
Absolutely murders it.
Here's a tough ceiling ball. A little bit of a setup. Phenomenal
that's,
drive.
It's a big
Brings us to match point.
Mark. 14, possible match ball, serving 9.
So can Diarmuid produce a last stand here? Floats it down the left.
Here's a chance. And you believe this is it.
That's
folks.
it. That's it.
Phenomenal win here by Ivan. Solid play.
Game, Ivan Burgos.
That is it. That's it here for court 2. Ivan Burgos advances into the round of 16 at the expense of Galway's Diarmuid Mullkerrins. What do you think, Abe? A worthy winner? Solid,
yes,
solid
absolutely.
performance from Ivan?
I would say this is one of the best matches I've seen Ivan play. Aggressive, high percentage shots, a couple ill-advised double faults that I'm sure he'll look at and try to make some adjustments for tomorrow. But I mean, I would be happy with this victory. Diarmuid's a tough opponent, and he made him earn it, and he definitely he played up to his standards for sure.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in the next game. After this game, we've got Ray Ure and Kevin Diggins. Leo Canales has a walkover over Colin Crane, so that game won't be on. So next, we'll be back in maybe 10 minutes or so. On the show quarter at the moment, Ty Carroll has a 12-10 second game lead over Luis Cordova after Luis Cordova won the first game. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Good job, man. Well done.
Yeah, man.
Excellent stuff. Okay. All right. I'm here with Leo Canales. Leo, welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
Obviously, you've been on the race for 8 the last couple of seasons. You've been doing really well over there. How does it feel to be in the National Handball Centre?
Amazing. This facility is very impressive. I had seen it on video, but nothing like seeing it in real life. It's very impressive.
You were in Portland a couple of weeks ago.
Correct.
Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to. You lost to Mark Doyle,
Yeah.
remember. So obviously you've got a lot of experience playing Irish players before. And how does it feel to be competing, on